Welcome to Twitter Mastery, how I got over 100,000 engaged followers on Twitter and how you can too. I'm Bonnie Sainsbury at bsainsbury on Twitter. One of the challenges of Twitter is to build an engaged community that responds. Twitter has strict rules about how fast you can grow your first 2,000 followers. At that point, the number who you follow has to be within 10% of those who follow you. Twitter monitors for aggressive following behavior. For example, if you follow several hundred people in one day and then unfollow them 2 or 3 days later, Twitter may suspend your account for a short period of time. So, try to keep your following and your follower numbers within 20%. The 4 sources to find influencers in your niche are: first, a Twitter search using keywords similar to a Google search. Second is a Google search and then find their Twitter link on their website. Word of mouth is an effective way to find folks to follow. This includes mentions in tweets. Just click on the account link and then follow them. Finally, person-to-person contact at an event. Within a few days of attending an event, review the business cards you've collected and follow them on Twitter to stay in touch. So let's do a search within Twitter for our niche market. So it's going to be wine store Vancouver. Now it's going to search for accounts. That's the profiles within accounts, and for the words wine store and Vancouver within a tweet. So the city of Vancouver obviously is not a wine store, but you'll find that wine store and Vancouver are all part of their tweets. Probably not who we're looking for right now, but here's the Swirl Wine Yaletown, and it is in fact a BC wine store, so let's follow them. Breakfast Television talks about wine tasting, so we are going to click and follow them. And down we go. Someone who is talking about wine, so let's follow that person. And just one more here. And follow. So what I've done really quickly is just taken a look at how many tweets they have, their following versus followers. Not very large, but nevertheless, they have enough. And something about their bio. So there's an address for the store, a link, and the bio could be a little bit better, but nevertheless, you do get the idea of exactly what it is that they do. So let's do a generic Google search for wine store Vancouver. And there's limited release wine kits, St. Regis Fine Wines. Let's try this one, Everything Wine, buy wine online. So there we go. We can find their Twitter and their Facebook. For now, all we care about is their Twitter account. And as you can see, they've got actually 3 Twitter accounts. So let's choose the one in North Vancouver. And they have 2,000 tweets, which is a fair amount, not excessive. About 2,500, 3,000 followers, which is healthy. And let's take a look at their bio. Tells you exactly what it is, what their address is. There's a telephone number and a link. And let's take a look at their timeline, June 6th. So there, and the content. So it's good informative content, and they are tweeting regularly. So this is someone that you should be following. And what happens is Twitter comes up and gives you 3 more choices. So we can take a look here. This is straight from their bio. That's why it's important that you keep your bio. So health and wellness, everything wine, and wine cellars. So Kit's Wine is now called the Wine Cellar. Let's follow them while we're at it. So now we have 2 new accounts that we're going to be following. An influencer account can be considered to be a super user, someone who is well known in the niche. They probably have between 1,000 and 10,000 followers, and they post valuable content regularly. Once you've identified an influencer in your niche, let's discover what information we can use to grow our following. Mentions in their tweets. They've recommended these folks, so click on the account link in the tweet and follow them. The second place to look is their following. These are accounts the influencer has identified as someone worth following. They've done the work for you. Finally, a list is a group of Twitter accounts they've tagged to receive special treatment. Display the accounts in the list and then follow those accounts that are of interest to you. We're going to go into Everything Wine, which we've established as an influencer account. They have 2,000 or 3,000 followers, and they regularly post valuable content. So let's go in and take a look and see who they are following. So just click on following. And there we go. So they have done a filter for you. They've let you know that they are allowing these people to post to their timeline. So Joseph Wagner, director of winemaking, and so you know exactly who he is. I would probably follow him. And let's go down here. Rare bulldogs, interesting, not part of our niche. Digital strategist, this would be somebody probably who does marketing in that particular niche. And Birch Family Wines, Mad Fish Wines. There we go. And one more. So don't overdo it. Just do a few at a time so that you can get used to exactly what it is that they're posting. Next, we're going to go into this account's lists, and that's a further filtering of their followers. So they have lists called eWine Inc., Everything Wine. So let's go down to BC Wines. Let's assume that our niche is BC Wines. They have 18 members, so let's just click on it. And here's a timeline with only people who are on that list. So what that does is tell you of the 18 people that are on that list, these are the ones that are the most active. So for the most part, you can go through and just click 1,000, 5,000, that's pretty good. You take a look and see 5 minutes ago was the last time, and it looks like the content is good, so let's follow them. So you can go through and do that with this timeline. The other thing you can do is list members. So what that does is it gives you a list of all 18 members of this particular list. And what you see here is their icon and their bio. So again, you see how important a bio is. So let's just follow this one, this one, this one, and we're just going to do 4 for now. Now it's your turn. Find an influencer account in your niche. Don't forget that's someone between 1,000 and 10,000 followers, and also someone that publishes valuable content regularly. Follow 5 accounts that they follow, and then choose a list and follow 2 accounts from the timeline. That's someone who's one of the members of the list that's active, and then follow 2 more accounts from the whole list.